Jeremy Clarkson buries Keir Starmer in scathing new rant. In a fiery outburst that has set social media ablaze, Jeremy Clarkson has unleashed a scathing critique of Labour leader Keir Starmer, igniting a storm of controversy that reverberates through the political landscape. Clarkson, known for his unapologetic candor, did not hold back in his latest rant, framing Starmer's leadership as a monumental betrayal of the very principles that underpin the Labour Party. This clash is not just a spat between personalities, it's a high-stakes battle that could redefine the nation's political narrative. Clarkson's comments come at a time when Starmer's leadership is under intense scrutiny. Critics argue that he has strayed too far from the party's foundational ideals, positioning himself as a centrist at a moment when the electorate yearns for bold, transformative leadership. Once in a generation, Clarkson remarked, "You see a politician who claims to represent the people but instead turns his back on them." This is a powerful indictment that taps into a widespread sentiment of disillusionment among voters who feel abandoned by their leaders. The backdrop of this confrontation is significant. Following the turbulent years of Brexit, where the nation was divided and a democratic vote was cast aside by the elite, many are left questioning whether Starmer is the leader who can unite the country. His attempts to navigate the party towards a more centrist position have led to accusations of weakness and opportunism. Many fear this is a calculated move to distance himself from the working class, warned one political analyst, highlighting a growing rift that could have dire consequences for Labour's future. Historical parallels loom large in this debate. Just as Tony Blair faced backlash for his centrist policies, Starmer's choices echo through the corridors of time, raising questions about the legitimacy of his leadership. Clarkson's words resonate deeply. The British people will not forgive a leader who fails to stand for what is right. This sense of urgency underscores the gravity of the situation. The country stands at a crossroads, with the potential for a new era of political influence hanging in the balance. As Clarkson continued his tirade, he invoked the memory of the 2017 general election, a pivotal moment when Labour seemed to capture the spirit of a disenchanted electorate. Critics argue that Starmer's current trajectory risks squandering that momentum. This could mark the beginning of the end for Labour, warned a prominent political commentator, capturing the anxiety that pervades party ranks. The stakes are unprecedented. A failure to galvanize support could lead to a catastrophic loss in upcoming elections, ushering in a decade of conservative dominance. In this broader fight for the soul of the Labour Party, Clarkson's words serve as a rallying cry for those who believe in a more assertive, principled approach to politics. The struggle is not merely ideological, it is a fight for the very identity of the party itself. Will Starmer rise to the occasion, or will he be remembered as the leader who capitulated in the face of adversity? The implications are profound, not just for Labour, but for the entire nation. As the dust settles from Clarkson's latest outburst, the response from Starmer and his allies will be crucial. Will he double down on his centrist approach, or will he heed the warnings of his critics and pivot back to the party's roots? Analysts warn that the wrong move could lead to a mass exodus of support, further fracturing an already vulnerable party. In the aftermath of this scathing critique, one thing is clear: the British political landscape is shifting, and it demands the attention of every citizen. This is not just a battle of words, it is a defining moment for the future of the Labour Party and the nation as a whole. As we stand on the brink of potential upheaval, it is imperative that the electorate remains engaged and vocal. Join the conversation. Like, subscribe, and become part of a growing movement that seeks to hold our leaders accountable. The struggle is far from over, and the outcome is yet to be determined. Together, we can ensure that the voices of the people are heard, and that our leaders are held to the highest standards of integrity and service. The fight for the future of our nation is just beginning. Don't miss your chance to be a part of it.